What's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. Happy Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. Where has the year gone? Where has the year gone? It was just January. It was just March. It was just May. And now look at it. We're already in December, and it's already the 6th day in December. Good morning if you made it through this year. Congratulations. If you woke up this morning, you're blessed. So just want to say, grand rising. Bitcoin is still going to be the world reserve currency, and you still need to stack some Bitcoin. And head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris, early morning stream. Also head over to get 10 bucks free Bitcoin, and also make sure you head over to Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad and get my new book on pre-order, Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad. And what we're going to do today, of course, we're going to jump into the Bitcoin price. We're going to see what's going on. We are going to make sure that we're making the best out of every opportunity, and to DCA at, the best levels, in my opinion. I'll give you guys my opinions on the charts, give you my opinions on, what's going on in the news. We're going to check out some tweets, of course. And if you haven't already, hit that like, share, subscribe. And let's jump right into the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price. All right. Perfect. So as you guys can see, we are in this flag still. I updated this. Let's see what's going on here. If you would have took a trade from here, I got stopped out. Should have probably put the stop loss a little bit lower, or did I? No, I didn't. All right, so I think I opened this trade yesterday, and I didn't get stopped out, so that's dope. Cool beans. All right, so right now we're looking at the 17-minute chart. Let me zoom in to the 1 hour chart, guys. You want to start off on the 1 hour chart, and look at that, another flag. Pole, flag, and we are still green. On the money flow, not as thick, obviously, coming down a little bit, but VWAP looks like it is. Let's zoom in here. So we got a red dot here. Didn't cross below the 0 line. VWAP is ticked back up right here. What time was this? 6 a.m. this morning. You actually got a red dot even though the VWAP crossed up. Looking at the VWAP here, we are at 8 o'clock this morning. And right now, 10 o'clock, we just got another red dot. So maybe come down a little bit more. Or you could be like one of these, right? Fake out and just shift right on up. Money flow is still good. RSI, stochastic RSI looks like they're headed down. Momentum looks like it's headed down as well. So we'll see how this plays out. This is a 1 hour chart. Did I delete yes, I did on accident. All right, I deleted the last trade idea, but that's A-okay. We're going to look at the pole right here. We're going to see that this is a pole. This was your pole here. Popped out. These are all bullish patterns. Consolidate, pump, consolidate, pump, consolidate, pump. That's all Bitcoin is doing right now. Consolidating, pumping, consolidating, pumping, consolidation, pumping. These are 1 hour candles. So looking at that, we're consolidating right now. And if I don't know, we're gonna see if we can continue to pump, which I still think we can. We already hit 45,000, knocked out a bunch of shorts. So I'm assuming we're gonna check out CoinGlass as well. I'm assuming a ton of people are short up here in this area. I don't have order blocks is on. Let's jump to the 4 hour. Yep, a ton of orders, sell orders up here. All right, so we are just consolidating, pumping, consolidated, pumping. So every Every level here, massive buys. There's a lot of buying going on, guys. So, you know, hopefully you're stacking away. We just dipped under 44,000. Now, on the 4 hour, how am I going to read this on the 4 hour, right? So this is 4 hour. So I'm looking at this like this, right? I see that money flow is massively in the green. I do see RSI, stochastic RSI, both heading up. I see this red dot here, which is not good. However, this could change. It could be, you know, waving on up. Anytime you see the RSI, stochastic RSI, both heading up, start to go up, start to go up, start to go up. This is 11 o'clock, so this is about an hour. See how that plays out. Money flow is super thick in the green. Oh, look at that. Zoom in here. VWAP looks like it's about to head up. Looks like it's curving up. So anytime you get the curves up, you mark that. Curve up, green dot. You gotta pump, 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 pump. So you can kind of you can watch these patterns and see what's going on and try to make a educated guess on what could possibly happen next. So that's all I'm doing. 6 hour time frame. Let's take a look at that. Red dot, same thing here. VWAP looks like it could curve up. Okay, so 6 hour looks good. Let's look at the 8 hour. Red dot, 8 hour. But we have a green dot on the lower time frame. See, so we have to pay attention to what's going on. 12 hour, red dot, 1 day. We're definitely over. Last time we popped up over here was here. Let me mark that on the chart. Let's see what Bitcoin did in this area where it came above the extremely oversold zone. We did come up here. All right, so let's look at this down on the regular chart. And we'll jump right into the news right after this and the tweets. All right, so as we can see here, so even here, so what I like to do is just, like I said, compare and contrast anytime these levels have been at these spots in the past. That way I can, you know, see what it has done. So here it shows that around here, even though it topped out, it just consolidated for a few days and then popped, bounced, consolidated, and then broke down, bounced. So just because it's oversold on Market Cipher doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. Of course, a pullback is probably necessary at this point in time. So that's the daily chart. So hopefully we can pump out of the daily chart. And I know that we are looking for $48,000 Bitcoin. I know that 50,000 could be in play before a major pullback. So again, the fibs are here from last time. Let's jump into some tweets. Let's jump into some tweets. All right, so look at this. CC Capital 15, CC 15 Capital All right, so Fit Capital at Capital 15C on Twitter. Shout out to you, Mr. MM. 4 million buys Bitcoin for approximately $4 million several times a day, regardless of price. He already bought 4 times today. He or she or they. So shout out to Mr. MM Capital dropping that insight here. I had one of those tabs pulled up. Let me pull it on up over here. I don't know if this is the same individual. No, it's not. All right. 12, 6, 12, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this person has bought, it's probably the same person. He probably just bought again. This person bought another 100. Oh, he bought 274 Bitcoin at 44,103. He bought 109 Bitcoin at 43. This is crazy. Whoever this is crazy. Yeah, isn't it funny and crazy how people can like find all this data online? Like, you know how BlackRock be trying to hide, they be trying to hide shit from the public, and you know the governments be trying to hide shit from the public. From the public. Hold on. Yo, isn't this crazy? In 2023, right? The governments try to hide shit from us. The governments are like sneaky and they do a bunch of, the cops try to hide things from us. The doctors try to hide data from us. They propagate and control data flow and money movement and all that good stuff, right? So isn't it funny how we can see like on the block? See, this is why they don't want blockchain. This is why they don't want Bitcoin, right? They want to be able to continue to finesse for as long as they can finesse, and they can't finesse if we can track what they're doing and see where the money's going, right? So they take advantage of the legacy system, the fiat system. So therefore, I think Max is right, and that saying that he always says, right, is, hey, Bitcoin's gonna go up forever because the money printing is gonna go on forever. They have to. If not, the entire system in the world as we know it is going to collapse. So please understand that. Fiat Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom is the correct saying by Max Kaiser. So it's true when you think about it, and when you analyze data like this, you start to understand like, dang, like they don't have any choice but to put on that facade and masquerade around like they're not going to raise interest, like they're not going to print more money, or that they're trying to be fiscally responsible, but they're not, right? They're going to print more money in the future, regardless of what we may you know whatever we may think, or hypothesize, or make an educated guess about. We know they're going to print money, so just hedge yourself with Bitcoin. 1,796. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and I want to see how long it takes for him to get to 2 billion from here on December 6th. And what I'll do is I'll share that data with you guys as well. So once he hits 2 billion, I'm going to make sure I share that info on Twitter and on IG, and of course Facebook and YouTube. So you guys just pay attention to the tweets. I didn't do my price targets for Bitcoin, so let me do that real quick, and then we'll come back to the tweets and to CoinGlass as well. Let me hop back over here. Early morning, Chris. I'm out of it, guys. All right, cool. So bull flaggy still in play. What we're gonna do, I have an alert already set, right, at 46,500. So I'm expecting us to at least tap there. And then again, 49, 50,000 is your fib retracement levels. So we might not even get that high, but we could get that high. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. Anybody telling you they know what's gonna happen, they're capping to you. Let me put on the chart there, you guys can see. Anybody saying they know what's gonna happen, they're capping. All right. So as you can see, we're flagging, and when we flag, we usually pop out the distance of the pole. So again, that is aiming at 46.5. And then again, if we get that FOMO, which we are seeing happening here and here, and of course everybody on Twitter and everybody, you don't even know who's all buying Bitcoin right now, right? They could be stacking away. This is just a public address that we're able to see. I'm sure I'll be able to. Yeah, they have a Bitcoin rich list, so we'll go through that data in just a moment. I would open up a trade from I don't think we get down that low again, but we could. Excuse me. I would do a trade from here. Stop loss underneath that last crazy wick. Take profit. $46.5. All right. Taking the trade at 43,685. Stop loss 43,215. Almost six risk to reward ratio. If you have a full Bitcoin that you're trading with, or that much money, 40,000, you can risk $465 to make $2,782. 10x 27,000. And again, you don't have to be trading with that much money. Trade with whatever you can. It should be a baby bag. You shouldn't be trading in the first place. But if you do decide to trade, be careful and don't over leverage. Buying and holding is the best way to go. I like to, I have a baby bag that I trade with, but I have my Bitcoin stash completely separated from this, trade situation. So you don't want to be trading with your HODL bag, and you shouldn't be trading unless you know what you're doing. So this is what I would do. I would wait for a pullback, activate the trade. If you lose, you lose. If you win big. And you just got to make sure that you can even do a couple targets like I did last time. So what I'll do is I'll do another conservative. So let me switch that up. Let me put this back here. First target is going to be where we wicked up at 45,000. First target 45,000. Second target 46.5. And then if you want to hodl strong, right? Then you can you can just hold that bad boy till 50K, which I think we could hit. And I think FOMO will start to kick in, and I think people will start to buy more Bitcoin. But we'll see how that plays. 49. I just do 49,000, right? Because it might not even hit 50. So I would do 49,000. Those are your three targets. So this is what I would do for a trade. Maybe risk a little bit more if you're risk adverse and you're able to handle that. If not, do whatever. This is what I would do if I was opening up a brand new trade. First target, again, that's going to be 45,000 because we tapped there. Second one, 46.5. Third one, 50,000. So those are your targets. All right, let's get back to the data real quick. All right, so these are the Bitcoin rich list. This is a lot of information that I really don't want to look at right now. So we're just going to stick to the big whale, the person that's been accumulating each and every single day. Crazy. See if you bought any more. Nope. $117 Bitcoin was the last purchase. So this person, entity, woman is up to something, right? All right, let's scroll back down. I need to retweet this real quick. All right, shout out to Wick Zero Hedge. We are still good for holding green dots, fam. Don't get shaken out due to volatility. There's going to get a lot more wild once the ETF news starts to drop next month. All right. Stop panic selling your Bitcoin to this guy. He buys several times a day, regardless of price. Take a close look. Take a close look at his buying activity below. He bought over 4,000 BTC in the last 6 days. His recent buys were above 44,000. Absolutely. We just analyzed that. Absolutely. All right, so he says that note that Bitcoin sellers or profit takers haven't yet been found in masses, but we're almost there, in my opinion, for a local top. Do you get it? Yeah, well, that's exactly what we were saying. We're saying that, before we get any pullback, again, we could hit 46, 48 to 50,000 before a pullback, which would, people are trading and people are going to take profits. Nothing we can do about that. But, those are the people that lose out, and people are going to sell their Bitcoin. So those are the people that's going to sell their Bitcoin to this guy who's been buying 100, 200, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 114, 103, 106, 102, 106, 112. This person's been buying up all the Bitcoins. So don't be selling your Bitcoin, guys. Of course, unless you have to. Game theory is real. You think that a nation that does not care for basic civic rights, or civil rights is what he meant, will adopt freedom money? Their clown emojis. Is their interest is continued proof that Bitcoin offers no freedom, maybe some profit, but largely does not shift the current paradigm. This is a pessimistic outlook um, that Eva made a tweet about. So I think Max is right, because you have to understand everything doesn't stay the same forever. The only thing that's constant is change, right? So I think something will change if we are able to continue to, it's up to us to change the world, right? It's not up to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin does. It's up to us to change the society. And for those countries, it's those countries. We can't be putting our nose and our business all up in other countries. However, you know, Bitcoin will change that and will fix that. And those people that want to resist that tyranny, right? They will leave that country if they're able to, right? And hopefully, if they can't, it is what it is. God bless them. Real. Shout out to Max. The things you see on Twitter is crazy. Yo, people be going in on Twitter. Yo, look at these cool Bitcoiners. Wouldn't that be dope if there was some Bitcoin gear like that? Like swaggy Bitcoin gear. Like, yo, I think somebody should make that. Somebody should make a dope Bitcoin. Um, yo, whoever's watching this, if y'all got the plug, I want to be able to design, and make a dope clothing brand. Not no basic, not the basic stuff, right? Not the basic. Uh, you want that cool swag, like the younger generation. Even older generation. Just cool, dope clothing like this. This would be fire if there was a store dedicated to just like dope ass Bitcoin, like merch and Bitcoin gear. That would be super fire. We need seed investors. We need seed investors. We need seed investors. We need seed investors. Wouldn't it be dope? Just look at this. This is crazy. Shout out to Zuby. It's amazing. We're gonna. I'm not even gonna say what I think about the Earth ski. All right, Bitcoin halving under 20,000 blocks remain until Bitcoin halving. So 133 days. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys been stacking Bitcoin. Hope you chill. This is in the For You section. So the For You section be showing you the craziest things based on what you are, what you think, what they think you might like, and based on what you have been liking. I don't know if anybody on here is on Twitter, but have you guys experienced that anytime you like refresh, like every time I hop into the app, it refreshes the what I was looking at, and I hate it because I was like watching this dope video on the and so of course it's on the For You section where you're somebody you don't follow and they just put stuff in your face, right? So I seen the video the other day that popped on my timeline. Opened up the app. I guess the app automatically updated as soon as I go on the Twitter, right? It refreshes and a whole new screen, and then every time it's like it automatically refreshes, and I can't get back to the tweets that I saw, and I hate it. Fix it, Elon. Fix it. Gary Cardone. I was in the room with them last night. Him and Grant. Grant said he's not going to hop out of his lane and buy any Bitcoin. He's going to stick to real estate. That's what Grant Cardone says. And Grant Cardone has a brother, which I did not know, named Gary Cardone, and he's a Bitcoiner. And I've been seeing him in the space, and he's been tweeting here and there. And he actually said the other day that he didn't know if he wanted to buy Bitcoin now or wait for a dip. And anybody that says that typically gets left in the dust. So it is what it is. I told him, if he's that concerned, to split his purchases into 4. That way, if it dumps, he has some money. I told him to buy then, and then buy some if it goes down, and buy some if it goes up. And just dollar cost average if you're not sure. If you're not, obviously he doesn't have. I don't know, conviction. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully I'll have him on a interview. Shout out to Gary. But when you know Bitcoin, there is no doubts. There is no second guessing. And of course, you're trying to get your basis at a great price, right? But what Bitcoin is already discounted at a great price. It's actually about 60% off. Bitcoin should be at 100K minimum right now. Base case is 10 million right now. So you can get an asset that's worth infinity right now for $50,000. I show you guys how to get business credit where you can get $50,000 on 2 credit cards. So, and then you can go make some money and buy some Bitcoin. But, most people can't handle that responsibility and can't handle the strategies and don't want to, do what it does to get their bread. So speaking of that, let's talk about how I was able to leverage credit, right, to buy Bitcoin. And I actually don't recommend anybody do it because I was able to do it. And I was actually I wasn't even looking at charts or anything like that. I was just listening to Max and Stacy, and I'm on Bitcoin Twitter. So let me tell you guys about how I was able to get. Y'all mess with GBTC? Let me know in the comments if y'all mess with GBTC. If y'all mess with Grayscale Bitcoin, if you have any Grayscale Bitcoin. Let me also know in the comments if you plan on buying the spot ETF. Let me know if you plan on buying the spot ETF in the comments below. This is exactly what I mean by the internet is undefeated. This is so funny. This is so funny. Yeah, they put Elon on a chair in El Salvador. This is hilarious. That's the power of the internet. All right, so Kathy Woods, ARK Invest sells 33 million worth of Coinbase stock and 168,000 shares in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. This makes sense. If she's going to have her own Bitcoin ETF, why does she need to have and own Grayscale? Doesn't make any sense when she can allocate those funds somewhere else. Possibly this could be her liquidating to get some damn Bitcoin because she needs capital for some Bitcoin for the trust, right? And then she could also obviously, they have to acquire these assets, right? So obviously she can um, create space and capital for Bitcoin. So it makes perfectly good sense. I don't think this is anything to worry about. Actually, I'm in a coin stock trade right now, waiting for this bad boy to hit our target of 160. So I think this makes sense. I think Bitcoin is gonna hit anywhere between 46 to 50,000, and this will obviously pump up to 160, and then we probably consolidate, come back down 5-10%, and then next leg up, in my humble opinion. So shout out to Coin. I actually bought the dip, added more to the trade because we basically filled that gap. Yep. So I think we're good to go. Next level 160. Got an alert at 148.49, and then I'll know that we're starting to head up. And then next level, let me do 155. And start watching it from there. And then 160. Cool. All right. Hopefully coin will do its thug dizzle sooner rather than later. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, please. If you're watching on Twitter, aka X, hit that like, share, subscribe. Head over to YouTube and hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit that like on this tweet. Hit that like on this video. Appreciate you. Peter Schiff watching gold dump this morning while Bitcoin reaches 42,000. Correction, 44,000. That's right. Robinhood. So if you guys didn't know, so I don't know if you guys like stocks. So this is my opinion with stocks, right? I don't really rock. I don't really like stocks because why would I invest into a stock when Bitcoin is going to outperform every single stock, every single real estate property, every single investment vehicle out there? So why would I invest in something that's inferior to the best moving or digital asset on planet Earth, guys? So, I trade to make extra money so I could buy more Bitcoin. That's the whole goal of me trading. Apple is a good company, obviously. MicroStrategy is a good company, obviously. And, you can, if you want to, again, allocate funds from trading to buying Bitcoin. I think that's a smart idea. Just don't be out here over leveraging. So Hood is in the Bitcoin space now, and you can withdraw your Bitcoin from Robinhood now. So that's dope. And what you are seeing here is anytime Bitcoin pumps, because they are also buying and holding Bitcoin, they are going to pump, and they're also going to be doing. I saw a tweet that they are adding. They're like going full crypto for this next bull cycle, which is why I think a lot of people are going to be caught off guard with the increase in prices because of access to the retail trader, because Robinhood is really an app for the retail traders, and we all know what happened with GME, GameStop, right? So what do you think is going to happen now that they have access to whatever? I don't even use Robinhood no more. They got a bunch of shitcoins on there, so they're going to be buying shitcoins. They're going to be buying Bitcoin. If they can take the crypto off, I know they can take Bitcoin off. I'm sure they can take off the other ones, right? But they need to have that as well. And I know that we got notice that Robinhood was buying Bitcoin. Just in Robinhood to launch Bitcoin and crypto trading in Europe and UK. All right, so Robinhood crypto, see exactly what I said. Not even see. I already knew what time it was, guys. This is what I say. You got to put the math is mathing. You got to put two together. So I think the price increase of Bitcoin stocks, all that good stuff is going to increase. So you got to position yourself to be able to take advantage of the upcoming opportunities. Robinhood crypto trading volumes increased 75% in November compared to the month before, coinciding with a recent Bitcoin rally. Let's dive deep into that article because I want to see if they have the percentage of what coin they were actually purchasing. Because, you know, they look at Bitcoin at like 44,000 because it was unit bias. It's always unit bias. I remember seeing Bitcoin at like $1,000 and I was like, yo, that's way too much. I'm not paying Bitcoin. I'm not paying $1,000 for a Bitcoin. And then I bought some Bitcoin, but I didn't buy $1,000 worth because I didn't understand it at that time when I first got introduced to it, when I first saw it. But now I know that was so cheap, and you know I was buying all 2016, all 2017, and when I was at this Christmas party at Hilton where I worked at, that's when Bitcoin hit 20,000, and everybody's like, "Yo!" Everybody's making bread, everybody's going crazy, and then it dumped on everybody. Robinhood crypto trading rises 75% in November. CEO tips 9 figures. What? 9 figures? Yo, that's crazy. You know, 7-figure earners is $1 million. 8 is Deca. And then 9 is $1 billion, right? Let me know if I'm right in the comments. That's crazy. In a Form 8K filing to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on December 4th, Robinhood noted that November notional trading volumes were roughly 75% of October 2023 levels. However, did not translate to equity and options. Excuse me. Contract trading volumes, which were mostly flat compared to October. The bumper month marks a reversal for Robinhood, which reveals 55% decrease in cryptocurrency notional volumes over the year in its Q3 result filing. And as a result, Q3 revenue came in below analysis estimates for the quarter at 467 million. Transaction based revenues declined by 11% year over year to 185 million, mainly due to the fall of crypto volumes over 2022. All right, Robinhood could be eye-opening, a more profitable quarter with the light of the recent crypto rally, which has seen a total capitalization surge of 40% to 1.6 trillion over the past 2 months. So yes, I was correct. What? I was incorrect. It's trillion, 1.6 trillion. What? I said billion, right? Robinhood co-founder CEO Vlad told investors in November's earning call that the platform could eventually wield 9 figures in annual revenue. Speaking to Yahoo Finance on December 4th, said that retail investors were starting to show interest in crypto again. Well, what do you know? What tends to happen is, as we've seen in the past, as the price of Bitcoin approaches all-time high, the media cover and intensity increases, he says, before adding, I think that plays a role. Also, Robinhood stock prices up 18% since the beginning of 2023. Trash. Exactly what I was saying earlier, guys. Why would you buy a Robinhood stock that is up 18% since the beginning of 2023, and Bitcoin is up 165%? This is exactly what I said earlier. Why would I buy an asset that's inferior to the best performing asset on planet Earth? Not only that, in the last year, not only that, in the last 3 months. If I would have just hopped in 3 months ago, 70% of my money I would have got just not by trading. That's why I keep telling you guys, you don't need to trade. We just buy and hold. Because if you just would have bought and hold in 3 months ago, was that September? You're up 71% just by chilling. There's no need to do all this extra stuff, right? Unless you want to, but be responsible. You're a grown adult. You're gonna do what you want to do, right? So why would I buy? See, this is a clip. I need to clip this. Clip. Why would I buy Robinhood stock prices that are up 18% since the beginning of 2023? I'd be pissed as hell if my manager, if my wealth manager or anybody that I have my money invested with and they want to invest in Robinhood stock that's up 18% when I could have bought Bitcoin and chilled and been up 165%, and y'all tell me that I got 18%, you're getting fired. You're fired, bro. I don't want y'all managing my money because y'all not doing the best that y'all could with the. Tesla's probably up more than this. Look at Tesla. You wanna? You could have put it in Tesla up 124%, but instead you want to buy a Robinhood. What's wrong with y'all? You're fired. All right, so basically, as Bitcoin pumps, everything pumps, right? Because they're going to look at Bitcoin and say, "Oh man, I can't afford 43,000, or I don't want to buy Bitcoin because of X, Y, Z." They'll make an excuse, but I can buy a Ripple that's 63 cents, and I can get a thousand Ripple. Oh, matter of fact, let me get some Doge because Doge is 10 cents, and if I get Doge and Doge goes to $1, that's 10 extra money. You're right, but again, are you prepared to face the reality that it might not hit $1? It could hit $1, but that's degen. Degen. You can be a degen if you want and make some money, or try to make some money, or lose all your money. So the choice is yours. But I can get. How many Doge can I get for $1,000? I'm not even gonna hit on Doge, right? Because if Doge hit $1, I'm gonna be happy for y'all, and then y'all could, sell it and buy some Bitcoin like you're supposed to. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be optimistic about you, shitcoiners, right? I hope you guys don't trade, but if you do buy, shit coins and make some money, I hope you do. I hope you don't lose any money. And then when you do make money, just make sure you buy some Bitcoin. Very simple. All right. I like Coin Telegraph, so we're gonna check out if there's any other stories, and then that'll probably be it for today's show. Bitcoin Ordinals token tops 1 billion market cap after 850% monthly gain. That's crazy. I will read this article here, and then that'll be it. It says Bitcoin price hit 2023, so hit 2023 high. So why are retail traders waiting on the sidelines? See, I said yesterday that this movement is not coming from retail, guys. We ain't getting no stimmy checks. Y'all ain't getting $600 a month or a week from the government no more. Ain't nobody got money like that. Ear to the streets. I know what's going on. Bitcoin price going up, but retail traders are not piling in yet. Let's see. Let's read. That's something you guys don't do enough of. But today we're gonna read. The total market capitalization of cryptocurrency market surged past 1.55 trillion on December 5th, driven by remarkable weekly gains of 14.5% for Bitcoin and 11% for Ether. Notably, this milestone, marking the highest level in 19 months, propelled Bitcoin to become the world's ninth largest tradable asset, surpassing Meta's $814 billion capitalization. Despite the recent bullish momentum, analysts have observed that retail demand remains relatively stagnant. Some attributes this to the ripple effects of the inflationary environment and decreased interest in credit, which means they're not as interested in credit anymore, given that the rates have continued to hover above 5.25%. That's for you retail traders. That's why I tell you guys to get business credit, because when you get business credit, you are able to get business credit and borrow money at 0% from 6 to 18 months, which is exactly what I did to buy Bitcoin around this time, or actually January, February of 2020, right before all the craziness happened, and in March of 2020, and then when Bitcoin started to come back up, I started to buy more Bitcoin, but I bought it with, again, leveraging the bank's money, and I also had a business, and I also had cash flow. So, again, there's a lot of nuances to how I was able to leverage credit, kind of like what Michael Saylor's doing. But I don't have a big ass corporation like Michael Saylor. I was able to use business credit cards at 0% interest to buy Bitcoin anywhere between 3 to 10 grand, and continue to buy all the way up, and made and accumulated a lot of Bitcoin using business credit. And of course, you have to pay that back. But again, I have businesses, and I have cash flow, and I'm able to do that. So not everybody's able to do that. I would recommend you use the money to start a business, to use that money to buy some Bitcoin and to pay for your everyday living and all that good stuff. So and that's what I was saying, is that the difference between business credit and personal credit, right? You're going to be paying interest on your credit cards, right? And it's personal, and that affects your credit score. And not only that, you'll probably get an introductory 0% interest for a year on some cards, but most cards you don't. And so, most people do not want to borrow when rates are high, especially real estate and all that good stuff. Retail investors are not paying attention to Bitcoin. They are more worried about whether or not they'll be able to pay rent or put food on the table. I just said that. I just said ain't nobody got money for that. I just said that. That's what I just said. Got the ears to the streets. You heard? I already know what's up, man. People don't got money for that. People ain't got money for that. That's why I said in yesterday's show that, hey, this is not retail buying. Retail don't got no extra cash to be buying Bitcoin like that. Because I tell people all the time about Bitcoin, that's the last thing on their mind is to buy, Bitcoin. So they will probably start paying attention. They're likely to start paying attention next to near top. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100% with this analysis. When Bitcoin's price inevitably drops, some will blame Bitcoiners for the next 2 years until they're in profit again. Exactly. It's a perpetuating cycle. I agree 100% with this analysis. They'll buy at the top at like 500,000, 250 to 500,000, maybe $1 million Bitcoin. Who knows? I'm optimistic around here. And they'll buy it up there, and then they'll pull back. It happens every time. It's funny, and it's true, and it is what it is. Numerous United States economic indicators have surged to record highs, including wages, salaries, and household net worth. However, that's because of inflation. However, the analysis Ed Yardini suggested that Santa Claus rally might have already occurred earlier this year, with the S&P gaining about 8.9% in November. This raise reflected diminishing inflationary pressures and robust economic or employment data. My apologies. Yet, investors remain cautious, with approximately $6 trillion in dry powder. Investors got $6 trillion in dry powder. Wait, it's on the sidelines. Yo, $6 trillion chilling. I don't think y'all realize how much money that is. Let me show you how much this is. 1 trillion seconds is slightly over 31,000 years. Almost 32,000 years. That would have been around 29,000 BC, roughly around 24,000 before the early civilization began. So they got how many trillions? Hold on, let's go back. 6 of them times. They got 6 trillion chilling on the side of dry powder. 6 trillion. Let's go to a billion, which is 1,000 billion, right? A billion seconds is 31 years ago. 31 years ago. 31 years ago is a billion seconds. This is how you can this is crazy, right? A million seconds is 16,066 minutes. 666 minutes and 40 seconds. 11 days is a million seconds. This is crazy. So imagine if a little bit of this bread came into Bitcoin. Let's just do 1% of 6 trillion. $60 billion. This is crazy. Isn't that crazy how these numbers are? These astronomical numbers. Speaking of astronomical numbers, you want to know what's really astronomical? These numbers are astronomical. These numbers are astronomical. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 commas. This is crazy. I never really looked at all these different sections of the. We only focus on this one. I never knew about. I never knew they had a clock for all this other stuff. This is crazy. I'm looking at the U.S. population. So what I'm looking at here, I'm over here amazed by all this data. U.S. population, 335 million U.S. population, 128 million taxpayers. Is that why they're cracking down with the IRS agents? Because we have more than half population is not paying taxes, or is that because they're illegal immigrants and they don't pay taxes, or some of these people smart and have businesses and don't pay taxes? Maybe it's a combination of all those things. Then I think so. Shout out to you, no hate. They can just print money. Why are we paying taxes? Of course, to rob from us. College tuition now 26,000 plus interest. College tuition in 2,000, 10,000. Oh, they got the new median household 400,000. Wow. Median income now 36,000. Average new car now 50,000. In 2000 it was 22,000. Median home in 2000 168. See, this is the info. This is the info that I like to. This is the info I think that matters, right? All the other info is dope too, but I think this is very important. Shows you the state of the economy, the pulse, right? You want to put your finger on the pulse, right? All right. So we're gonna see median income. We came down to bankruptcies because I deal with helping people fix their credit. So a lot of bankruptcies. Even just 10% of that, 3,884 people times 1,000. Make some money doing that. Foreclosures up. Without insurance, 27 million. Drug deaths, 119,000. How accurate are these numbers? Does anybody know? Leave me a comment. Damn, they got the time sheet. It's crazy. You go forward in time? Yo. We're gonna look at 2027. Yeah, you can go forward in time. 45. So if they got this already planned out, if we can go forward again, it's gonna be crazy. Yo, budget is gonna be 45 trillion. National debt budget. We ain't got no budget. It's just spending. That's crazy. 45 trillion compared to we're at 33. Yeah, 33. It was 34. That's a lot of money. I think that clock is wrong. I think it will be much higher than 40, 40 whatever. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, please. If you are enjoying the content, enjoying the tweets, enjoying the insight, just my opinions, right? If you're enjoying any of that good information, if you're enjoying anything, fine. If you just can please hit that like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. If you're watching on Twitter, hit that like, share, subscribe. Let me switch cameras real quick. Bear with me while I get my other camera working again. So just bear with me here one moment. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Hopefully you guys can. But pretty much they're saying that anytime they see an influx of money into the system, Tether has some, increases in uh, premium. And whenever there is a bear market, they see an increase in USDT inflowing. So it's kind of like a inverse. Anytime there's buying pressure, there's going to be more people buying Tether, obviously, to purchase their Bitcoin. All right, so that's pretty much it. Retail traders are waiting on the sidelines because they have no moolah, guys. All right, so y'all better pray and hope Trump get back in the office. Then he cut them checks, and then they start cutting rates. If not, inflation is going to run rampant regardless. But at least you guys will have some type of. Everybody will have some type of, USDC or money coming in that's going to be withered away, useless over time. So make sure you invest in assets. Make sure you invest in Bitcoin. Make sure you start a business and provide a service. And with that being said, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you head over to swanbitcoin.com /Bitcoin Chris. Get $10 free Bitcoin. and set up your automatic DCAs. You can wire up to $10 million to purchase your Bitcoin with this platform. Shout out to Swan, shout out to Corey, shout out to the team. And make sure you set that up and get $10 for Bitcoin using my link. Make sure you head over to bitcoin-fiatdad.com so you can also check out and pre-order my new book coming soon, where I'm going to teach you not only, the POV from how to transform from a fiat dad to a Bitcoin dad, how to make sure that your kids are set up for the future with your Bitcoin, and just to make sure that you're in the best position, knowledgeable from a fiat dad that turned into a Bitcoin dad. All right. Also, you guys can get the Bitcoin merchandise. We got the embroidery hoodies, buying fiat or in dirty fiat or in Bitcoin, of course. Dirty fiat or clean Bitcoin. All right, so you can scan that there. Down at the bottom, you can buy that here. All right, and you can buy here. And if you do buy using Bitcoin, just send me a DM with your transaction, and I will make sure to add you to the waiting list. All right. If you need your credit fixed, guys, we can help you guys fix your credit, because I do see here that a lot of people are filing for bankruptcies. And guess what? We can remove it off your credit report. It does not mean that you are not still in bankruptcy, but it does mean that when you go try to get a house in the future, or when you do try to go get a car in the future, or when you try to pay for things in the future using credit, because we're in a credit-based system, right? Then you won't get denied because of your bankruptcy. So if you are looking for assistance with that, we can help. That link is down in the description below. If you're watching on Twitter, then you will be able to scroll down my timeline and you can see that I was able to tweet a recent testimony. Somebody tweeted me, Candace actually tweeted me that she is almost in the 700s, right? Because she has some medical bills on her credit. So we're getting those things cleaned up, and she's going to go for business funding as well. This is Jessica. We got our house here. We got our credit where it needed to be, and she's in a position to buy her house. So shout out to her. That's why I do this. It's $98 a month to help you guys out. $25 a week for you to fix your credit, to put yourself in position to not only get some business credit, but to also fix your personal credit if you want to go get a home, or get a new car or refinance your car, right, to get a lower interest rate, which I talked about on my live not too long ago. So here you can see it's $149 for the couple special. It's $9.99 if you have if you want to pay it in full, and then $14.99 to add the bankruptcy on here, and $14.99 if you want to add, if you need to get rid of your bankruptcy, right? It's either $14.99, you can pay it over time, but it's either 7 years of that being on your credit, or you can remove it off of your credit. Up to you. Okay, so yep, if you need your credit fixed, link down in the description. Let's see, anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yes, the Discord. We do have a Discord as well. Just started it, where you can join the Discord, and I will give you, or you can join my IG private, IG close friends, or IG subscription is what it's called, right? So if you want to join the IG subscriptions, I will get on there and give you guys data, give you guys game, give you guys how to fix your credit, and give you guys on how to get approved for business credit cards, give you guys all the info that you may want and or need, answer any questions that you may have, and that way you're able to get this information. So the Discord has information on how to fix your credit, how to get business credit, and network, and of course, if you guys want to trade and learn how to do e-commerce, all that good stuff is in the Discord. So make sure you click that link down in the description. It is in YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Last but not least, if you are already in position, right, and you have a LLC already, right, and you have or if you need an LLC, it doesn't take much to get that. If you have a 680 or higher credit score, and you are looking to get business credit, anywhere between $50 to $100,000 in business credit at 0% interest. So if you want to make a flip, if you want to start a business, if you want to do, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, right? We can help you get funding. It's called business funding. And we can help you get anywhere between, again, $50 to $100,000 in business credit. Just fill out your information and we will get back to you, and you can fill out you can schedule a consultation as well with our team. All right. There's so many benefits to fixing your credit, guys. Not only can you travel for free, stay in hotels for free, fly for free, eat for free, get cash back rewards. You're gonna spend the money anyway. You might as well use your credit card. All the tax advantages that come with starting your business. Why not get money from the banks at 0% for 12 to 18 months, 6 to 18 months, where you can borrow money for free to make a flip, so you don't have to go to a hard money lender. You can just use your own money. You can buy distressed properties at a discount using cash from your credit card, right? There's so many ways to play this. So if you already have a 680 or $700 credit score or higher, and you have no negative items, we can get you the capital. We can get you anywhere between $100,000 on business credit cards, so you can make a play. All right. So this is the game that most people don't want to play because they don't know how to play. But guess what? I know how to play it. So, and there's plenty of other people that know this as well. If you don't want us to help you, I don't care if you want us to fix your credit or not. I don't care who you have fix your credit. Fix your credit. I don't care if you want to get business credit from me or not. Just get some business credit, right? And make your life better and change your family's life. Buy some Bitcoin and chill. And with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Oh, one last thing. I have a gift for you guys. Every Christmas I do this. I have my do-it-yourself credit repair ebook for free. Usually you get it in the Discord when you join the Discord, but I'm going to give it to you guys for free for the month of December, because a lot of people don't understand that fixing your credit is a process and it takes time. So, a lot of people get aggravated and agitated and are impatient because they don't see results right away. But it's like the gym, right? You have to consistently do it. Same thing with credit repair. It takes time. And if you have bad credit for a year or so, then it's going to take time for us to fix your credit, maybe a year or so, right? Because maybe you've had bad credit for 5 years, right? Don't expect everything to fall off in a month or two. That's not how it works. So if you don't want to wait and you want to see exactly how you know how you have to play this game, right? Because it's a machine that you're sending your letters into. There's hundreds of thousands of letters that they get every single day. So if you think it's so easy and you want to do it on your own, feel free. I give you all the tools that you need. I give you the step-by-step outlook on how to fix your credit. I even give you guys some letters. All you got to do is submit your information and it's yours for free. You can remove those collections, charge-offs, late payments, all that good stuff. So you are able to do so, and then you can hopefully get approved for a personal credit card or business credit card or whatever it is that you want to do, right? So you have this as a free gift for you guys for Christmas. So there you go. All right. All that is in the link below on YouTube. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties per usual. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. So let me take this down. Cool. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Sorry for the tech issues, but part of the game. We keep pushing. Buy some Bitcoin and chill. Target again 45,000, 46.5, and then 50,000. So if you guys are trading, those are your targets. Have a great day, Bitcoin Chris checking out. Peace.